Is Kieron Bowie worth 6 million? He looks set to move to the Serie A with Hellas Verona, and a deal set to be worth around 6 million plus add-ons. Rangers and Celtic were also rumoured to be interested, but I don't think either side were going to pay that type of fee for him. So is he actually worth that amount of money? We're going to talk about his playstyle, what he offers in the game. We're also going to break down his data for this season and look at what he offers. With this season for Hibs so far, scored 8 goals and got 3 assists in 22 appearances, 19 from the start. A bit inconsistent, but at times Kieron Bowie is absolutely brilliant at his best. He holds up the ball well, can bully defenders. He's really good technically, capable of scoring from inside and outside the box. Good movement in the box as well. He's really intelligent in how he positions himself when he makes those moves to the front post or can stay at the back and just position himself well within the box. And again, we've seen some lovely finishes from him this season. The goal against Partizan, the one against Falkirk at Easter Road, and then the one in the derby against Hearts as well. All brilliant finishes, which shows he can be really good technically, but there is some things I think he lacks in the game. I do think he spends a lot of time on the deck. Probably get some criticism for that one, especially from Hibs fans, but I do think he goes to ground really easily for his size and how strong and powerful he can be. I do think he always looks to get down at the first sign of contact. I think his link-up play can improve. Like I say, he's good technically, he's good at finishing from the edge of the box, good at whipping those balls into the corner, but in terms of his passing and actual hold-up play, I do think he could improve. He's not really had the most amount of first-team experience. This is his first season kind of at this level, leading the line for a team, and obviously he's looking to move to Serie A, so he is doing well. But I do think there is some things that can improve. So let's go into the data. Look at his percentiles here versus other Scottish Premiership strikers. So you can see pass accuracy and passes per 90 and the progressive runs as well, just at the top of the graphic there. Not really the type you'd expect. Passing is decent, like the technical ability is there, he just needs to improve that side of his game. Key passes per 90, up there in the 75th percentile. Like I say, he's got 3 assists so far this season, but it's when you get down to the goals is when it becomes more impressive. The goals, the XG, assists he ranks really highly compared to other strikers. Goals per 90, non-penalty goals. The XG being low is a good thing for him as well. He's overperforming his XG by around 2 goals, so good finisher. I think his conversion rate's around 18%, which for a player that's the main man in the team and it's going to be a volume shooter, he's going to take a lot of the shots. Most of the shots that the teams are taking are going to be kind of created for him as well. Shots per 90, 69 percentile there, conversion rate 75th percentile, dribbles per 90, the successful dribble percentage, and the progressive runs is where I think he can improve. I think he is capable of taking the ball a run, taking on defenders, being that player that can create chances for himself. I just don't think he does it enough. Then we'll move on to compare his data to that of last season. So you can see the darker shade there is this season and the lighter being last season. The only thing he's not really the same with is goals per 90. He did have a really good run towards the end of last season after being out with injury. The XG per 90 is improved as well. The conversion rate, offensive duels won and touches in the box per 90 alongside progressive runs. Obviously played a lot less minutes last season and wasn't the main focal point for the whole season like he has been this time around. So you would expect some of the numbers to drop a bit. He's obviously scored more goals, got more assists, and I think he's improved overall as a player, as you can see there from the graphic. Just now look at the per 90 goal threat here. So in the XG per 90, you can see he's just above the average, but in terms of goals per 90, he's well above the average for strikers in the league there. Plenty of players above them as well, though, don't get me wrong, but it is good to see that he's above average in both of those categories. The next one looks at clinical finishers within the league, so looking at goal conversion rate and shots on target percentage, so you can see he's above the average in both there. Still a fair few players above him in the league as well, but I think it's really good to see that he's above the average in both of them in terms of conversion rate and also getting his shots on target. Like I say, and I've mentioned multiple times in this video already, technically he is very good, got a brilliant left foot. I do think he is very one-footed though, and something that he does need to work on in terms of being able to get his shots away. He is good at that within the box. He's good at shifting the ball onto his left and then getting those shots away, but I do think he'd have a lot more opportunities if he was more comfortable on his right. I mentioned previously that I'm kind of disappointed in how little he carries the ball when I do think he's capable of it, capable of creating those chances for himself, getting Hibs up the pitch. I just don't think he does it often enough. You can see there in terms of progressive runs and dribbles per 90 among strikers. It does have some players in there like Saeed, Mikey Moore, Tello Asgard are also included in there, so it has included anyone that's played any minutes at striker, so it's perhaps not fair on him to show him down there, but I do think in general, even if you're not looking at the data just based on the eye test, that he doesn't carry the ball enough and he doesn't progress the ball up the park enough on his own. Then the last one, looking at chance creators, he does rank well here in terms of key passes and shots assists per 90, which is even more impressive. Like I said before, some wingers and attacking midfielders have been included in this one. So you look at he's above average for the key passes and then the shot assists as well. So I think that's really good and something of his game that has improved. He is good at creating chances for others. He's got 3 assists so far this season. Probably could have had a few more. So I think that side of his game has definitely improved. Just having looked at the previous graphic, the thing I'd like to improve the most is his confidence in carrying the ball and getting Hibs up the pitch and being able just to do that wee bit more in forward areas. The finishing's there, the chance creation's there. He's got a good touch, good movement inside the box. Just need to be able to create for himself a bit more, in my opinion. The reality is that Kieron Bowie's worth whatever any team is going to pay, and Hellas Verona seem willing to pay the €6 million plus the add-ons, whatever they may be. And he's going to Serie A. They obviously scout really well. They've scouted from Scotland quite a lot recently. Multiple clubs, players there going like your Lennon Millers. You've got Josh Doig over there as well. Lewis Ferguson. Now Kieron Bowie's going to be the latest one to join him. I do think his potential to be brilliant, to be Scotland's number 9. He obviously is an international already. There's just some bits of his game I think he needs to polish off. And if he does that in Serie A, he's going to be worth a lot more than the €6 million that Hellas Verona are paying. So what do you think of Kieron Bowie? Do you think he's worth that type of money? Do you wish, if you're a Rangers or Celtic fan, that you would have went for him in this window? Or what type of fee would you look to have paid for him? How do you feel about this one as a Hibs fan? Are you going to miss him? Do you think you can invest the money wisely? Do you think it's going to give a chance for someone like Cleege to come in and be that main striker that you thought he was going to be in the summer? Does that give him the opportunity to be the leading man and can I get back that fee that you've paid for him? Leave some comments down below, and if you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.